Here is the starting grid for today's race in Juanillo. Jay Hatch will start from pole position. Yo Spinador starts from the front row. Then it is Nick Hill of RTX Boeing starting from third. Hatch's teammate NT starts from fourth. The two R11 racing cars, M. Rosqui and the emergency reserve Luxian, will start from fifth and sixth. Benanobla starts from 7th, Xavier Hawkins starts from 8th for Racing Point. M. Ludwig, the World Drivers' Champion this season, will start from 9th, having missed qualifying, and Carpathian Peaks Bichone will start 10th, similarly having missed qualifying. Without further ado, let's get straight into the Dominican Republic Grand Prix. Hello and welcome to Formula League Season 2 Round 11. We're here for the Dominican Republic Grand Prix. And 5 lights and away we go. It's Jay Hatch on pole and he's got a good start. Yoa already challenging him for first. We've got Nick Hill with a solid start behind. Mafigo Rosqui getting ahead of NT, but NT boosting down the inside, looking to try and get past Hill as well. Loxian behind him, Ludwig, and then we got Benanoblo, we got Hawkins, we got Shone back there, but Yoa's been unable to find a move past Jay Hatch, who's slowly well, not even slowly, he is pulling away from Yo at the current moment. Nick Hill still holding down third place. Teehee holding down fourth after that initial challenge from Rosqui, who is now with his Arian Era Racing teammate for this week, Aloxian, as well as M. Ludwig. Nick Hill, big grass there. I'm not sure if something happened between them and Teehee. I wasn't looking. Ludwig's gotten himself past Aloxian. Nick Hill down to 7th. Unfortunate there, whether it was an unforced error or a coming to with Teehee, I'm not sure. I assume it might have been the former. Either way, he's got a few positions to make up now, and it will be difficult in his car. Jay Hatch a little, I think I saw a little lag there from him, but he is far away ahead of Yoa at the current moment. Two of them have ran away with it. Teehee and Ludwig have now detached. They're running third and fourth. Then we've got Rosqui. Hill has managed to make his way past the Luxian. Then we got Hawkins, Shone, and Albano is running in 10th position. A lot of medium runners out here on the track to start the race, maybe looking for a one-stop strategy. It was all the rage in the United States last week in Kota, with race winner Figo winning thanks to a one-stop strategy. We do have some soft runners. We have Teehee still holding on to third despite pressure from Ludwig right behind him, and Ludwig looking to maybe turn that pressure into an overtake. Backs out there, didn't have enough boost, didn't have enough traction to make the move on Teehee. But then we got Rosqui not too far behind. We got Hill not too far behind. I think Ludwig went deep into the grass there. Rosqui, very opportunistic move there. Didn't work out for him. Hit too much grass. But it was very opportunistic from him there, trying to get past Ludwig. 4P4 track position is often key here, and now he's under pressure from Hill behind. Teehee and Ludwig going side by side up ahead for turns 1, for turn 2. And turn 3, oh my god, and Rosqui's been sent out into the grass. I think that was a trailer incident we saw there. Luxian now challenging Hill for P5. Then we've got Ludwig still behind Teehee, looking to try and make his way past. Teehee's holding him back here, trying to defend P3. Maybe a bit late there, but Ludwig's still alongside. And, oh, bit of trailer shenanigans maybe there, bit of a... not sure what happened there. Slash is unfortunately late to the race. Ludwig has made it through into P3. Yoa is getting closer to Hatch. Maybe some errors from Hatch that caused that to happen. Now he's pulling away again. Oh, Yoa very deep into the grass there. And he's lost that gain. Oh, and I think Hatch has just made an error right back. And Yoa is right behind him again. It's a very mistake-prone track here. You really gotta fight on the limits, but you also don't want to over-push those limits, because every grass touch here looks to be extremely punishing. Ludwig is now running away from Teehee after making the move. Meanwhile, Hill is closing down on Teehee. Beat him in Q2 yesterday. and he is doing wonders with the RTX Boeing. We've got Aloxian running 6th, Rosgui running 7th, Bichone has caught up to the back of him, Hawkins is running 9th, and Albano 10th. That's your grid as it stands. Yoa, he's so close behind Hatch, he's just unable to close down. I think the BAR is just slightly worse than HRT Storm, to that point where it gets really tricky to catch someone of a similar skill level in that better car, in that HRT Storm. Hill right on the back of Teehee. I wonder if he'll be looking for a move. Teehee's on the softs that are starting to wear more than the mediums. Hill will have to see when Teehee pits as well, because he will pit earlier than Hill. And yeah, it will be a very interesting case strategically. There he goes, Teehee's into the pits. Hill promoted up into P4. Aloxian, big mistake on that final turn, but he's up in P5 at the moment. Then it's Rosgui and Shone. Hatch and Yoa, they're so close together. I saw a little lag there from Hatch, but they're so close together and yet so far apart in terms of actual battling action. And we've also got news that Fede just saw the potential paying to join, so he's unfortunately not able to compete. Vinci also forgot, so that's why we have no McDonald's on the grid. Aogran was unable to make it. Same with Jay Fury. And yeah, it's just that gap between Hatch and Yoa is still under 1 second here. Yoa matching the pole position time yesterday for his fastest lap on the mediums, no less, 35.97. So he's definitely got more pace in that. Let's see what the fastest lap is this lap. It is 1/10 faster for Hatch. Ludwig is into the pits off of the medium tires after 10 laps. And he's onto another sub-mediums. He's going for a 2-stopper. We'll have to see how that compares to Hill here. He's not too far behind him, I don't think. And Ludwig comes out ahead of the Aryans and Shone, and importantly, Teehee's undercut has not worked out. He's out on the hard tires here, at a time of 36.95 on them. I think that was his first flying lap on them. And yeah, you can see the mediums have really fallen off here. I think that's much slower than last lap. It is 4/10 faster for Hatch over Yoa. And they have lapped Albano at this point and getting close to lapping Hawkins. Hill running P3 currently on his mediums. His mediums also looking to be a lot worse for wear. And Ludwig, in fact, has already caught back up. So I guess there was a larger gap than I remember before the Ludwig pit. Hell, it's a tricky track to overtake, to be fair. There's not a lot of space, but now Ludwig kind of forces a space to overtake for himself, and he's through back into P3. Hill has decided he has had enough of these tires. He's into the pits for a fresh set. Teehee's passed him. So are the drivers still out on the medium tires, and Hill is in for another set of mediums, or maybe also looking for a 2-stop like Ludwig. It might end off on a set of softs instead of hards though. I think Ludwig will end off on hards. It would be like 10, 10, 13 perhaps. But we'll have to see. Hatch is now ran away with it. From Yoa. They were 1 second, under 1 second gap separating them for such a long part of that early third of the race, but now Hatch has quite run away with it on those worn mediums, and Yoa is gonna go for an undercut move here. Ludwig comfortably in P3, then we have Teehee. Hell has already made it back up to P6, looking to get past Rosgui, and he will have maybe a slight advantage in terms of tire wear. He will have an advantage in terms of tire speed over Teehee. We'll have to see how that goes. because it is about 5.5 second gap between him and T, so that is a tall order to close that down. Yoa's out onto the softs as a result of this undercut, and he's come out ahead of Ludwig. So he's got that clean air, and Hatch is into the pit, and Hatch is onto a set of hard tires. And let's see this undercut, and what an undercut that is. He's right behind Hatch now, and that means Ludwig is also not too far behind the both of them. So Ludwig has undercut them both as well. Yo, of an error there though. Hatch is once again running away. He's got the hard tires. Yoa's got the softs. Yoa certainly has the tire speed advantage here, and both of them on fresh tires. So he should be catching up to Hatch here. Not a lot of boost deployed there. And Hatch driving a little suboptimally. It was his outlap. But Yoa still not closed down on Hatch. That high ping obviously also might make it more tricky. Ludwig meanwhile keeping up with both of them on more worn tires. Tihi running fourth, but there has been about a second gain by Hill. Then Aloxian is out of the race. He is DNF'd, so no points for him. It's quite something. We've got Hawkins is up into P6 now. Might be as a result of an undercut. His tires are more worn than others. So he's running P6 at the current moment. Rosgui right behind him in P7 on fresh hards. Then we've got Shone. Hawkins engineering a switch here, asking Rosgui to go in front as he's got the fresher tires, and Rosgui agrees to do so. Hawkins with a little bit of pressure there. But yeah, now he's just trying to hold on. And no, look at that move. Aloxian's car just driving across the track. That's pretty awkward. But Rosgui holding on to that P6. Shone P8 not too far behind them, and Albano running P9. But yeah, Yoa, the softs have not worked for him. Hatch has outpaced him on hard tires. And it doesn't look like the undercuts worked. Let's compare lap times here. He was 3/10 slower than Hatch that lap, and it just wasn't a good lap. 36.9 is not something you'd want to see in the soft tires, especially since they're still not too worn. They're still quite fresh. Ludwig's on semi-worn mediums. He's heading 37.8 last lap, so he is slowly dropping off the back of Hatch and Yoa. Not much action out on track. Hawkins has dropped 2 positions. Rosgui and Shone are in front of him now as his mediums wear. Hatch is looking to lap him. Oh, really going for it. Hawkins lets him through now. But yeah, Hatch is really looking for that early lapping there to try and get past the traffic as soon as possible. And it's very risky play. He's lucky it worked out fine for him. Yoa yet to catch the blue flags. Hatch meanwhile working on Shone and Rosgui. Shone, very nice blue flags. Very smooth. Yoa, also very nice blue flags from Hawkins. Yoa made it past there quite easily. And now Hatch looking to get past Rosgui. Rosgui, fine enough blue flags there as well. And Hatch is through the traffic. Yoa still yet to get past Shone and Rosgui, and he didn't gain that much time from Hatch being in the traffic, which speaks to the quality of the blue flag drivers in letting the drivers on the lead lap pass. Hawkins is now into the pits. I think that's his final set. It's a set of mediums. I think he was one of the drivers that started in the softs. I would hope so. Otherwise, this wouldn't be two-tire rule compliant. But he did ask before the race, and he did receive an answer that there was a two-tire compound rule. I'm pretty sure his first stint was a set of softs. We'll have to double check later, but yeah, I'm pretty certain it was Teehee was one of the people who started in softs. I think Hawkins was as well. I'm not sure the final one was. Doesn't matter at the current moment. Ludwig right next to Yoa after the both of them have pit a second time. Yoa has just come out on fresh medium tires, and he did use softs last stint, so he's definitely complying with the two-tire rule. I think everyone on the hards is complying with the two-tire rule because we didn't have anyone start on the hard tires. Now we've got Ludwig and Yoa with a potential fight for P2 on our hands, and that gap to Hatch is quite something. Even when Hatch pits, I think that will be difficult to overcome, but we'll have to see because they do have a fair bit of time, I think, and maybe some time. To catch Hatch here before he pits. I think Hatch is going to go onto softs this lap or the next. I think it's more likely to be this lap. No, he's staying out still on the hard tires. Oh, he might be. Is he going for a one stop potentially here to just completely remove any possibility of a fight for the win here? Would be, I think, a smarter option because those hards still look very good. I wonder if they will manage to hold on for the next 7, nearly 8 laps. He's a bit laggy, of course, but he hasn't been fighting side by side much recently. When he was going past the blue flags, he was fine. Hopefully isn't too bad here either. Yoa going past the outside of Ludwig here to stay in P2 for the current moment. Then we have got Teehee in 4th. Hill on the softs in 5th. Shone in 6th, just ahead of Rosky. The two of them might be fighting for that position. Hawkins in P8, Albono in P9. It looks in our only DNF of today, at least for now. And let's watch this Ludwig-Yoa fight. Ludwig's on slightly slower, slightly more worn tires. Hatch had a time of 37.05 last lap, 36.42 for Yoa, 36.55 for Ludwig, a tenth slower than his BAR adversary in today's race. Meanwhile, Shone, I think he's gone past Rosby. I think it was Rosby in front before. I'm not sure though. But Rosby's right behind him as well. They've got nearly the same tires. I think Shone's got a lap fresher hards than Rosby. Yoa now lapping Albono. Same with Ludwig. And they get through without a hitch on that finish straight. The time is closing down now, but Hatch is holding steadfast to that one-stop strategy. 37.25. Oh, Yoa and Ludwig side by side through those that final chicane, and yeah, it's slower lap time there for Yoa, but a faster one for Ludwig compared to Hatch. 36.73. They're still going side by side. Look at this fight. Yoa around the outside, beautiful move to take back second. But Ludwig isn't letting go that easily. Hatch has only got 3 more laps to go before he becomes a Formula League race winner. Shone still ahead of Rosgui here, and Rosgui, I think with a mistake there on the final turns, has lost a fair bit to him. Oh yeah, he has. He's gonna have to watch out for Hawkins catching in these final laps as well. And Ludwig's right behind Joa here. Joa with a bit more grasp than Ludwig. Ludwig looking for that inside move. Still keeps Joa on track. Clips a bit of grass there, and you don't want to clip the grass there because of the back straight section that comes right after, and he's lost a fair bit of time to Joa as a result of that. Jesus Christ, getting tongue-tied. Hawkins is like 3 seconds down now to Rosgui as it dropped off the back of Shone now. Struggling a bit more with the tire wear, hits the grass once more, needs to compose himself or Hawkins will take, oh my god, will take P7 from him. Ludwig, he's still trying to close down on Joa here, might be able to close down enough to challenge in the final lap of the race. Hatch has had a lovely drive. Oh my god, Hawkins, massive mistake on the final chicane there, and I think that keeps Rosgui safe in 7th. Ludwig here for the final turns, just unable to find that closing down Joa, utilizing his boost to the fullest to try and keep P2. And Hatch wins the Dominican Republic Grand Prix, and Joa looks like he will goes wide there. Ludwig closing down Joa using that boost. He will keep second. A bit of a scare there for him at the very end. But he had the gap to hold it. Ludwig got P3. Lovely podium finish for the Formula League Season 2 Drivers' Champion. World Drivers' Champion. Tihi going to cross the race in P4. Very nice double points for HRT Storm. And Nick Hill in P5. Very solid result for him as well. Bishone missed the qualifying, but is going to get a lovely P6 finish here for his efforts. Rosgui Hawkins, it's so close at the end of this race, but it looks like that mistake from Hawkins on the final chicane last lap decided that it's P7 for Rosgui, P8 for Hawkins, and it will be P9 for Ben Nobla, who's had a calm, chill Saturday drive, sorry, here today. Didn't really fight for anything, and I think he'll have no complaints. Sure what Rosgui is saying there. Congratulations to Hatch on that victory. And let's see if we can get some interviews here, perhaps. We can start with Ludwig. Would you prefer text or voice? Text. Alright, P3 for you today. Missed the qualifying yesterday, of course. You've got the driver's title already, so it's more just trying to keep Waveline in a solid constructor's position for you, but still, very solid race for you today to finish on the podium after starting, I think a bit lower down, I think like P9. What do you make of your race, Ludwig? From Ludwig, happy with the 9th to podium, felt like I had the pace for a win, just got held up by Tihi at the start and went on the wrong strat. Still, we gained points on McDonald's and Aryan Era Racing, so I'd say it's a win. True, and thank you very much, Ludwig. Up next, we'll have the race winner, J Hatch, aka Kado himself, What a performance. Never in doubt. What do you make of that?
Thank you. It was really a cool race. You made me stress a lot at the beginning. It was really, really quick with these fresh tires. But when the tires started to feel a bit like not good enough, I managed to like fly away. So, and when he went to the soft, I knew he was trying to give it all to end up way ahead of me when I exit the pit. But fortunately, I ended up ahead of him, so I managed to keep my position, and it was it.
Yeah. Congratulations on your first victory and HOT Storm's first victory. I think in Formula League.
Yeah, that's it. Remember that after first round we were last in the standings, and now we're winning. Like that's a big achievement, I think, for the team.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's been really good upgrades for you, and it was double DNF, 0 points after round one, but you've managed to claw it back. You were last for 3 rounds straight, and now you're up in fifth. And maybe you can even catch Arian sleeping on the final round, but that's probably a bit of a difficult catch. In any case, congratulations to you and to Tihi. Very solid team performance, 1-4, and thank you very much, Cal.
Thank you.
Do we have anyone else? No, hell no, Ben. Luxian streaming, so I don't think he's available for interview. So that'll be it, and we'll see you next week for the finale in Interlagos, the 12th round of Formula League Season 2. I do see Yoa typing. And I no longer see Yoa typing. And I see Yoa typing again. No, before we go, from me, Yoa, Kado was strong today. Think the softs were a dire decision for me at the end. During the second stint, hoped to compete for a win, but the stronger driver took the spoils today. Strong win by Kado and great fight with Ludwig. Hopefully we can secure the title next week, although it will be very touch and go. Thank you very much, Yoa, and with that, we do now conclude today's race video. We'll see you all next week for Interlagos, as I said, for the Brazilian Grand Prix and the season finale. See you then.